2, back to the Combine in 15 minutes. This, in Los Angeles, is The Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, we're on iHeartRadio, Fox Sports Radio, and FS1. Good to have you in today. Joy Taylor is joining me for hour number 2. Chris Haynes, last hour, one of our really great NBA insiders with Yahoo Sports, senior Yahoo Sports guy. How are you, Joy?
Doing good.
I had a big dinner last night. It's what we do in this business. We get our sources.
Big J journalism.
Big J journalism over a steak with horseradish, which, by the way, is my new thing. It's fantastic.
Horseradish?
Oh, steak and a horseradish. Oh, Lord. It's the best. Steak, dip it in horseradish. The best. Cleans out the pipes.
Yeah. I mean, I can do like a dab. I put a little dab of horseradish on an oyster.
Oh, no. I go all in.
Yeah.
Almost everything shy of cereal. Big horseradish guy. Almost everything shy of oatmeal. And so I'm talking last night, and there is an NBA executive, and let's be honest, the average person watching or listening knows about 6 of them. I mean, there's about 6 NBA executives in this league. You know, Pat Riley's the most noteworthy. But you've got your Jeannie Buss and Jerry West in Los Angeles. And Mark Cuban in Dallas is very well known. Paxson in Chicago. There's a handful of them. R.C. Buford, San Antonio. Sam Presti, Oklahoma City. There's some. Danny Ainge in Boston. There are about 6, 7 guys you know. And one of the guys I just mentioned, I'm not going to give you away, but one of them strongly believes that Anthony Davis does not solve LeBron's problems. As that executive told my source, is in the current NBA ecosystem, centers don't solve, they're not the solution to the problem entirely. You'd have to bring Anthony Davis and somebody else. LeBron has gone to 8 straight finals without a dominant center. The last 2 dynasties in the NBA, Golden State and the Miami Heat, did not have dominating centers. In fact, the Heat had Joel Anthony at 6'8.5", and Udonis Haslem, who's one of the greatest guys in NBA history as a dude, but it's not a dominating center. Either is JaVale McGee, and watch Boogie Cousins not play a ton down the stretch for Golden State. They'll get him off the floor. If you look at the dominating centers in the NBA, Boogie Cousins, Sacramento, didn't do squat. Joel Embiid, Philadelphia, great player, 1 playoff series win. Anthony Davis, Pelicans, never done squat. Karl Anthony Towns, never done squat. So Anthony Davis alone isn't solving the 2019 NBA problems. He is not the solution. But, as the executive was saying, there is now, because of the Boston mess with Kyrie, a solution. LeBron, Kyrie, and Anthony Davis. And the story last night, again, Boston now has lost 5 straight games with Kyrie. They've won 6 straight without him. And can LeBron go to Kyrie and say, dude, you don't want to be the face of the franchise, okay? You don't want to have to go to the arena answering all the questions. LeBron says, come out to Los Angeles. We got a title. We work well together. Anthony Davis, Kyrie, and LeBron. And this was not a shot on Anthony Davis. This executive likes him, thinks he's a little soft, but likes him, thinks he's a really good player. But if you were able to get Kyrie, who can walk out at any time with LeBron, then you can give up the house to get Anthony Davis, and it simply doesn't matter. Now, I don't think the Pelicans are ever going to get the deal they were offered this summer. I think they blew it. I think Dell Demps got fired because he blew it. In fact, the executive said that he would have taken the offers. 5 draft picks, 5 players. You kidding me? For Anthony Davis, would have taken it. It'll never get better than that. But you got a combination of things. Big executives in this league do not think Anthony Davis solves all of your problems. Look around the league. Centers don't. They really look at Giannis. Never won a playoff series. Many believe he's the best player in the league. All right, let me shift gears to this. So, I tend to be a theory guy. Parenting, I got theories. Sports, I got theories. Marriage, I got theories, which is mostly just agree all the time on everything. It just works. Just yes, and let me take out the trash. So sometimes I'm the trash. I just take myself out of the house. So, but in the NFL, I love the NFL draft. And I've always loved the NFL draft. In fact, there are people that have said they first listened to my show 15 years ago, and they're like, you like the draft oddly more than sports, like more than other leagues. And I'm like, I love the draft. But I can love something and have limitations with it. I love ice cream, but, I get a little sick when I eat it. Don't eat it much. I've always had two theories about the NFL draft. Number one, outside of John Elway and Andrew Luck, you always trade the number one pick. Always. Secondly is, if you can get a really productive current NFL player, trade it for a pick, even if it's a first-round pick, like what the Dallas Cowboys did last year with Amari Cooper. I could not believe the blowback and the pushback the Cowboys got for that. I said it on the air. Joy was here. Everybody was here. It's archived. It's a great move. Folks, I love the draft, but 25% of the first round, historically, is a whiff. Can't play. Another 25% of the first round isn't as good as you thought, but they can play. That's half the first round. Amari Cooper can play. So the Cowboys, Stephen Jones, son of Jerry, was asked the other day about, hey, draft's coming up. You guys don't have a number one pick. You gave it up for Amari Cooper, and here was his response.
When the Raiders pick our pick, we'll be watching Amari highlight tapes.
It's funny, but he did the right thing. Is as much as I love the draft, I would always trade the first pick, always. There's a reason you have the first pick. You need about 6 guys, not one. And the second thing is, I would trade any pick, even a first-round pick, for a highly productive, proven NFL commodity. Folks, it's different. The NBA draft only has 2 rounds, and historically, after about the 13th pick, you run out of talent, mostly. They don't even have a third round. They used to have 7, then 5, then 2. The NFL has 7 rounds, and still half the league is undrafted. Julian Edelman just dominated the Super Bowl, was not invited to the Combine. Malcolm Butler won a Super Bowl, was not invited to the Combine. Doug Baldwin, Pro Bowl wide receiver, was not invited to the Combine. Half the league is undrafted. Antonio Gates, second, third best tight end ever, undrafted. Stephen Gostkowski, undrafted. Chris Harris, Philip Lindsay, Adam Thielen. These guys don't even get invited to the Combine.
And we're not even talking about some of the all-time greats that were found in the late rounds. Antonio Brown was a 6th-round pick. Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick.
It's amazing.
Shannon was what, 7th-round pick?
I mean, people I respected pushed back so hard on the Cowboys. He saved the season. Amari saved the season. I mean, their offense was a mess. He saved the season. Malcolm Gladwell came on our show a couple years ago, and this is another guy that's into theories and analytics, and I thought he said better than I could what it's all about in terms of first-round picks.
In a salary cap environment, the issue is not whether a first-round player is better than a second-round player. The issue is he better for the money than a second-round player? And the evidence is really overwhelming that second- and third-round players are massively undervalued. So you should always trade down.
Yeah. Arizona's got the number 1 pick. We just talked to their general manager, Steve Keim. We'll go back to the NFL Combine with a former NFL quarterback who's become an excellent broadcaster, did spend a year with the New England Patriots. Chris Sims is around the corner for us, plus buy, sell, and hold, and Chris Haynes last hour. Everybody knows now of Untucked shirts. They are shirts designed, specialized to be worn untucked. A lot of times you buy a shirt, and it's just sloppy, and it's loose, and it's wide. But Untucked Shirts has figured out the design and how to refine it so it comes to the perfect length, tight enough, not loose, but comfortable. And it's not just for tall, thin guys. Short, thin, wide, long torso guys. This is their business. This is what Untucked does. Go to untuckit.com. They have their latest spring styles out right now. All you got to do is use the promo code HERD, and you'll get 20% off your purchase. 20% off.